I think Steven Sims, and let me repeat this, I'm gonna say this, can. I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying he will, but I'm saying he can. And I really believe he can be a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. And the stats just look like he's just gonna explode and just get better and better and better, you know? He didn't really get so many chances. He was on special teams. He was doing well in punt returns. He had that nice punt return against the Patriots. And then he had that really nice one against the Lions. And I was actually at that game when they played the Lions. I was so hyped. I was cheering. I was yelling. I was so excited. But he really showed out that he can be a premier slot wide receiver. And I think he has special things ahead of him in DC. But let me get to the stats. So, on the year, I understand he only had 310 receiving yards. And that's not a lot. But you got to remember that he didn't have a lot of playing time, at least on the wide receiver position. He kind of got more playing time late in the game because Jay Gruden was trying to save his job and he was playing more with the veterans. Of course, Terry, because Terry is just a stud. Going back to Steven Sims, he only had 310 yards on the whole season, receiving yards, but he averaged 9.1 yards a catch. That's a lot. That's almost a first down every single time he gets the ball. And what got me really excited is I looked at the last 2 weeks. And I understand that they weren't against the best teams. It was the New York Giants, and they're not a great team, even though they still beat us. So it's kind of hypocritical of me. I understand saying that they're not a good team when they beat us, but still, I still don't think the Giants are a great team. They got Danny Fumbles. But yeah, so the last 2 weeks, his average in receiving yards was pretty good. So in week 16 against the Giants, he had 10.7 yards a catch. And I just personally think that's really good. But yeah, week 17, he had 16.2 yards a catch against the Dallas Cowboys. And they were fighting for a playoff position. And of course, they didn't get it, which kind of made me happy. So getting to my point. So week 16, he had 10.7 yards a catch. Week 17, he had 16.2 yards a catch. And that just has a spark to me, you know? I just felt like he was getting better and better. And Dwayne, if you've just been seeing what he's been doing in the offseason, it's just phenomenal work. I know he hasn't produced on the field. He only had 7 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, and people are saying that we're going to be one of the worst teams. And I know he's not playing against premier defenses. He's just throwing the ball. But this guy, this was a big problem that Dwayne had last year. It was his accuracy. And he was improving it vastly in the last 2 weeks. And Steven Sims was improving vastly in the last 2 weeks. And I think with these stats, and if he just keeps getting better and better and better, and usually that's what the goal is when you're in the NFL. You just want to get better and better and better. And we've been seeing he's been training with Dwayne. Terry's been training with Dwayne. I'm just telling you, man, there is something special in Steven Sims. Those last two, I know it's just 2 games. I understand that. You might be like, Andrew, it's just 2 games. It's not a big deal. But I'm telling you, man, if he can put up those numbers that he did in the last 2 weeks, he could be one of the top slot wide receivers in the NFL. This guy, Steven Sims Jr., the undrafted wide receiver from the University of Kansas. Not will. I'm not saying he will. Understand that. He can be a top 10 wide receiver. All right, guys. How you guys doing again today? Super excited to look at Steven Sims highlights. I just want to show you how he can be a top 10 wide receiver. And we're going to just look at some of his highlights live, and this is just going to be my reaction, okay? I hope you guys enjoy this awesomeness from Steven Sims, and let's get into it. There he is. Competitor, ready to go. Oh, I remember that when he got that punt return. There he is in the slot. There's Case Keenum. Great catch. Good cut. He goes. Super speed. This kid can run. I'm telling you, man. Just look at his cuts, the way he, when he receives the ball, just the speed that he explodes with. It's just so awesome, man. I'm telling you. Just a cut. Then that speed. He's off. So nice. I was actually at this game when he had this punt return. He even dropped it, but then he recuperated from it, and he was just gone. Too quick. Faster than everybody on the field. Look at that cut. Ooh. Ooh. I'm telling you, look at these cuts that he's just so sharp. And he has so much speed. I'm telling you guys, just look. I know I told you his stats, but just look what's on the screen. I'm telling you, man. Touchdown, baby. Wide open. He's a man of the people. Man, such a great cut. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, this just makes me so excited, man. Look at this. Just wait for it. You're going to see his cut. Great dance moves, too. Ooh. Man. Speed, 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 speed. I repeat, speed. There's Dwayne. Great catch. Contested, too. Look at that. He's a baller. Yeah, you dance. Look at that. Perfect, precise. I'm telling you, man. Dwayne, he's going to get more. Excuse me. He just keeps getting more precise and precise and precise. Gone. Breaking tackles. Damn. I'm telling you guys, this young core is just going to be so great. We're coming. As Dwayne said, the league done messed up. Dwayne on the run. Right there. Boom. Touchdown, baby. Man, I just love his dance moves. He's a competitor, and he likes to have a little bit of fun. Great catch. He's not afraid. He'll go right into you. I appreciate your time watching this video today. If you'd like to, I really appreciate a like on this video. And also if you want to subscribe, that would be so awesome. I appreciate your time. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And peace. Love you guys.